This is going to be so controversial, but like an iPad. That's like
Oh, okay.
saved me even when they were little. I mean, we were never against that. Unexpected was that I would actually like my kids and like
Yeah.
bring them places and
Hello, everyone. You're listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby, a podcast dedicated to exploring the personal and emotional journeys of parenting. I'm your host. My name is Mediha. Today I have Valerie, lifestyle content creator and homeschooling mom and mother of two. Valerie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited too. So, we're going to start with something called the Fast Five, where I ask you 5 questions back to back and you answer with the first thing that comes to your head.
Gotcha.
All right, you
Ready?
ready?
Yes.
Okay. Biggest pregnancy craving.
Hot dogs.
Whoa, I've never heard that before. That's an interesting one. Is there a reason for that, or it was just like
There was
random?
no reason for that, but my husband was very on me about during pregnancy, like making sure I was eating healthy and getting whatever nutrients. So he just hated the hot dog thing. He was like, "You can't have hot dogs. Like those are so bad for you." So he would only buy me the frozen like veggie dogs, and like I lived off of those because I was like, "Fine, like we'll be healthy," but, like, I just wanted a hot dog so bad, but, like, I would eat them all the time. And now my son who's, I was pregnant with and he's 7, it Costco hot dogs are, like, his favorite thing, like, hot dogs are his favorite meal, which is so funny.
He probably remembers hot dogs
Yeah,
from when he was in
I
there.
I wonder.
That's so funny. Which is worse? You run out of diapers or you run out of wipes?
Wipes.
Oh, wipes. Okay.
I feel like you could always just clean everything up with the wipes, but the diapers is still gonna be messy.
That makes sense. One word to describe labor and one word to describe parenthood.
Labor was exhausting. Parenthood parenthood is exhausting.
2 for 1.
Yep.
Yeah, those are good ones. Favorite baby product you can't live without.
So mine aren't babies anymore. But oh man, does it have to be a baby product?
No, it could be any product.
I feel this is gonna be so controversial, but like an iPad. That's like
Oh, okay.
saved me even when they were little. I mean, we were never against that. And that's just saved us during car rides, during like anything that was dramatic that I could just settle them really quick with the iPad.
Is there like certain things they're allowed to watch and then not allowed to watch?
There are for sure. We've tried to get away from YouTube because even kids' YouTube is like sketchy. But of course they love it. So I will normally try to pick something for them to watch. As the day goes on, they might find their way to YouTube, and then I'll come back and be like, "All right, we're shutting the TV off." But they watch Disney, Netflix, and
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
it's all good stuff on there.
kind of. I mean, sort of.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Most unexpected joy of motherhood.
This is gonna sound bad, but like unexpected was that I would actually like my kids and like
Yeah.
bring them places and want to bring them with me. I always thought that I was going to just be so mad that like I would have to go to Disney with my kids and like, I never understood the magic that is it's just so magical to see it through their eyes. And I really never thought that like I would enjoy that. I would not be that parent that was like, "Oh, I want to bring my kids." And now like we bring our kids everywhere. We travel with them, we go wherever, but that is unexpected to me because I thought I was going to want to leave them with a babysitter or
Mhm.
something and like go do my own thing, but I really don't.
Yeah, I guess it's a hit or miss because I mean they can be annoying, but also you love them so much, so you want them to be with you everywhere.
Yes, for sure.
Hmm. So now onto the questions. What were some of the most memorable moments during your pregnancy?
Memorable moments. So for my first pregnancy, I actually got hospitalized and at about 28 weeks pregnant, and then I got put on bed rest. So I was going into preterm labor, and so the memorable moments for me are my husband actually being able to stay home from that point on. When he told his work or whatever what was happening, they were like, you can stay home and work from home, and he just did. He literally took such good care of me, and just like would not let me stand up, like barely let me stand up to pee and to take a shower, but like he would just do everything for me. And I don't know, those even though it was like a traumatic experience and like not a great experience that I had to just like sit there, it was nice that I had him to do stuff
Yeah.
and had him by my side.
Having a good partner is everything.
Yeah, for sure.
That's important. Would you like to talk about why you were hospitalized or a little bit more into that or?
I can. I was um about 28 weeks pregnant and I started having contractions, and I just thought that it was Braxton Hicks and I kind of ignored them. But I had talked to someone the next day and they were like, you should really go get checked. So I was like, fine. So I had already gone to work that day and I told my job, like, I'm coming back. I'm going to be back by lunchtime. Like, don't worry. I just got to go to the doctor. And I went to the doctor and they strapped me to like, I don't know, one of those machines or whatever. And they were like, you're having contractions now. And I was like, no, it was last night. And they were like, no, you're having contractions now. Like, you need to go to the hospital. So I was like, okay. So I went to the hospital. Then I called my husband and I was like, I don't know, they're being dramatic. Like, they're making me go to the hospital. So he met me there. And long story short, they just couldn't figure out what was causing the contractions. They did all these tests on me. I stayed there for like 3 nights, 3 or 4 nights. And they would just rush in my room randomly and be like, you're gonna have the baby. Like, was that a big contraction? Like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. Like, I don't know what's happening because I couldn't feel them. But I guess on their
Mm.
monitors, it would like be a big spike or something. And they finally let me go after doing all these tests and like horrible time. And they were like, you just need to be on bed rest, um try to, like, stay off your feet, not walk. And about 2 days went by and I started getting the contractions again where I could feel them and they were consistent. So I went back to the doctor and she was like, okay, you're gonna have to go to the hospital and live in the hospital. And I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, nope. Like,
Hmm.
you guys need to figure out what's wrong with me. Like, no one's talked to me about this. Like, I only had a bunch of nurses talking to me. So I was like, someone's got to like give me the results of stuff. And she went and got all the papers from the hospital. And the first page, it said that I was polyhydramnios, which means you have too much, what's that stuff called? the
Placenta?
the liquid in your the
Is it
liquid
placenta?
in the, oh my god,
Not placenta?
no, not placenta, but the like what they live, amniotic fluid. I
Oh,
Polyhydramnios is when you have too much amniotic fluid in you. So
okay.
I was extra large, like, because I just had too much and it was causing my body to think I was going into labor, but I actually wasn't going into labor. So just a weird thing that they finally figured out why I was having it. So they just had me on bed rest and was like, just take it easy. But so after that, it was
Wow.
all good because at least I knew what was happening. But I did have contractions pretty consistently throughout my pregnancy.
And was it painful or you're saying that you didn't really feel it?
When I was in the hospital, I didn't feel them. Like, I guess for the most part, I would be having contractions 24/7. I didn't feel them all the time, but I did feel them probably like once a day, where they'd get like bad. But Yeah, so not all the time.
Wow. That's a lot. So you were bed rested from 28 weeks until you gave birth.
Yes, and I went all the way to 40 weeks.
Whoa.
My water broke at home actually, so I we were, like, very so lucky to that happened. Like, we didn't have to we didn't have to do NICU or anything, like,
Hmm.
obviously, that's what everyone's so scared of, and, we were just so grateful, but yeah.
Yeah, it all worked out in the end.
Yes.
Wow. And then your second pregnancy, was it
My
better?
second pregnancy was fine. I was, like, seeing a specialist because I was high risk from the first one, but nothing everything was fine with her. I just had a toddler at that time, so it
So it
was
was a
just harder
lot.
because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the most surprising part of pregnancy or birth that no one warned you about?
The way my brain changed.
Oh, okay.
Like, I always thought that just having a baby was gonna be like I knew it was gonna be hard and someone latched to you at all times, but I just kinda thought you'd be, like, super tired all the time because of sleep deprivation and, like, not sleeping for the first however many months. But my brain changed. Like, I just got so anxious. I did have PPA, PPD, but I had so much anxiety. I think I went from obviously caring about myself to now caring about this tiny human that I just didn't realize how much I was gonna love, and I know that sounds
Mhm.
weird, but I just had this skewed vision of motherhood before I had kids, where I was just like, "It's just a thing that's gonna be around," and, like, obviously it's not. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, that was it, and just the toll it takes on you. I had some resentment with some of my friends for not telling me how hard it was, because, again,
Oh.
I just thought it was sleep deprivation, like not sleeping, but it's so much more than that, as we know. It's your hormones changing, it's that there's someone attached to you at all times, and then you get touched out. And that was what I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that that was a thing where, like, I wouldn't want to be touched by my own baby, you know?
Mhm.
So that was unexpected too.
It's so much harder than people say, right? I mean, I don't have a child, so I don't even know. So I can't even imagine how difficult it is having someone with you at all times and like your heart is out there. Like you're always thinking about them, worrying about them, anxious. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes, yes. It was a lot, and, like, I just feel like no one ever talks about that side of it. Like, you're not supposed to be touched out from your baby, right? Like, that you say that to someone and they're like, "My gosh, like, how horrible are you?" Right? Like, but in reality, it's not that way. It's like, "No, we're getting touched all the time." Like, I'm allowed to be like, "I need space now," you know? And
Yeah.
or that's what your partner's there for, if you're lucky enough to have a partner to be like, "I need time. Like, I can't do this anymore."
Yeah. If someone's touching you 24/7, you're going to start feeling like claustrophobic or like something. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Wow. What's been your biggest, I have no idea what I'm doing moment so far?
One? Gosh, I think it's you encounter that, like, I mean, obviously, when you're a first time mom, bringing your baby home, that's ongoing. That's happens several times a day. And I wish that people knew, and I wish I knew that, like, no one knows what they're doing. You just figure it out along the way. It's not something, there's no handbook. And even if, I have a baby and this thing worked for them, it does not mean that it's going to work for your baby. I could say, please put your baby in a swing because that saved me for our whole baby life. But, like, that might not, some babies don't like swings. So it's literally just you and your partner figuring it out day by day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I couldn't even tell you one experience because I just feel I still feel like I have them where sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I look around, they might be doing a craft and there's glitter that exploded all over the room. And I'm like, either I can freak out and clean it up right now, or I'm gonna walk away. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna play quietly and then we'll all clean it up later. Like, and I'm still learning that because I've definitely done the first one before of freak out and then it just makes everyone miserable, but there's really no reason for it, right? Because the mess is already created. So might as well just let it happen.
Yeah, it requires a lot of patience being a
Yes.
mother.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
How has becoming a mother changed you?
In every single way possible. I'm a completely different person than I was. And I just look back at myself 7 years ago. I mean, I think we all go through phases in our life where you kind of become this different person. Obviously, you're not the same person you were in high school living at home with your parents. Like, that's a different girl. Going to college, I had kind of like my college experience, which everyone I'm sure does too, of just like you're independent, you're learning new things, you're learning how to live on your own. I had a very different like job during that time. And then after college, I was a dolphin trainer. So I just kind of have like my
Whoa,
dolphin life.
that's so
um,
cool.
and I worked there 10 years. So that was like a big chunk of my life. And then when I left after kids, um, that just like crumbled my world because I was not expecting to leave. I didn't want to leave. Um, and I missed it all the time. So it just was so hard to go from like living this mermaid life to now I'm at home alone with my, child. Um, which now I would never give anything up for that. But in the moment, it was really hard for me. Um, but now I'm definitely more patient. I'm definitely more confident than I was. I'm definitely more like willing to take chances on myself, willing or understanding that like my happiness matters as well as everyone else's. I was a very big people pleaser. I still am. I'm
Mhm.
trying, I'm working on that, but it's still something that I have to remember to tell myself, is this something I want for me, or am I doing it because this other person wants me to do it?
Mhm.
And that it's okay to say no, because I would never say no before pre-kids, but now I do.
Yeah, now you have to. You have a lot of responsibility.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm. Wow. Yeah. I feel like being a mother changes every aspect of your life. Good
Yes,
ways, bad ways, like both.
for sure. For sure. There's bad too. And, um, but like you don't really remember the bad after they happen. So as long once you're in it, I feel like I always tell these people, but like when you're in something, it's so hard to like look past it and be like, I'm never gonna get out of this phase, or like my baby's never gonna sleep through the night, whatever. But once you get out of that phase, you're gonna realize like, okay, it was like really long and it was really hard, but like we got past it, we got through it.
Yeah, everything's a season.
Yes.
Mhm. Final question. What advice would you give to parents listening right now?
That to stop trying to win at motherhood. Like, there is no trophy for doing it perfectly. There's no trophy for making sure that your kids only eat organic, or that your baby only breastfed and never had to formula feed. Um, or that you even had birth without an epidural. Like, if that's something you want for yourself, that's great. But no one should be judging each other as to, well, I gave birth naturally and you needed an epidural. Like, it doesn't, we all went through the same things. And obviously, things that I think are important, you might not think are important, and vice versa. So it's just whatever works for your family. I think we all need to stop judging each other, judging moms. It just needs to be, this is what's working for my family. Yours could be completely different, but we could still be besties. We could still be friends. There's no reason we can't. It's just we don't see eye to eye on this one thing, but everyone sees eye to eye on doing the best for their kids. So I think that's something that we could connect with.
Yeah, motherhood is difficult on its own. Making it a competition just makes it so much more difficult and not fun.
Yes,
So there's
exactly.
no point.
No. We're in 2026 now. There's no haters anymore. We're not
Yes.
mean girls. We are girls.
Yes. And that's all we have for today. Listeners, thank you for tuning in. Valerie, thank you so much for coming on. You've been listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
You've been listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby. If you're in the market for a new crib, glider, dresser, or more, we'd love for you to check out our line of furniture. Head over to oxfordbabyandkids.com or sohobaby.com. All links are within the show notes. For more information as a listener, enter the code PODCAST10 for 10% off your total purchase, plus free shipping on all orders over $799. Thanks for listening and tune into our next episode. Bye for now, and remember, every step is a step towards progress. We hope today's story gives you the confidence and the assurance that every journey is different, but we do it together.